So three, two, one. Now we are live. How are you? How is everything? How are you,
I think we're very
How
well.
are you, Ahmed?
Yes, I'm very well.
Perfect. Nice. It's been some time. Last time I saw you, Ahmed, I've been seeing Mistura a couple of times every week
Yeah.
because
It's
now
been 2 months.
she's working it. Yes. Now she's working for IH Cairo. So yeah, now kind of we meet a lot.
Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky. So lucky.
You too. You had her as your CELTA tutor. That was perfect.
Yes, but 2 weeks are not enough at all.
Yes.
Yes.
They're very short.
Well,
Yeah.
in this case, we might be waiting you to join.
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Perfect. So this live is actually about congratulating these lovely people of completing their CELTA course. Ahmed is one of them. We're waiting theirs to join. And we'll let Miss Laura tell more about how was this group and congratulate Ahmed as well.
Absolutely. So I think the others are sort of coming in, aren't they? We're adding them so that we're not just congratulating one person at a time. Yes, we want to congratulate everybody who survived our February-March CELTA course this year. Of course, those congratulations are extended to anybody who survives the CELTA course, because as anybody who has taken the course knows, it's a lot of hard work and people make a lot of sacrifices and it takes a lot of commitment. But okay, this time, this year, this was the first face-to-face course of the year. So we congratulate those who survived it because, you know, taking a CELTA course, as we said, is not easy at the best of times, but taking a CELTA course during COVID also adds some extra challenges. Okay, so huge congratulations on dealing with all of this in a very good-humored way, also being a very cooperative group and making our lives easier. So as we know, some groups are easier than others, and so this group is particularly enjoyable. So
yes, and I hear we
actually,
got Tuka as
we actually
well.
got an easy time of it, and I can see Tuka. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, I met you.
One moment. Nice to see you. One moment.
How are
Can you
you
hear
all?
the noise in my background?
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
You are really missed.
Okay. So I'm just checking volume. I could hear something. We miss you as
We
well.
hear you clearly. Everything is fine.
Good. And no background noise. I could hear background, so I sort of went. So how's life? How's life
Really?
after CELTA? Oh, she's disappeared.
Yeah,
The joys of
just,
technology.
Yes.
How's your life after CELTA?
Yes, very good. I was kind of, lazy after doing CELTA. Like, I want to take some time off, relax,
Good.
and collect my ideas. Then
Great.
I read about a little bit about methodology here and there, and
Excellent.
yes, and I'm starting
Wonderful.
developing because it never ends.
Yes, of course. Well, absolutely right. And I think this is something we want to talk about tonight, is that, a CELTA course is the beginning of your journey, not the end.
Exactly.
Because it's the start out in your career. Even when you've taught before, it's kind of like a new beginning, isn't it? So
Yes,
that's very,
exactly.
very important. So it's not just, you've done the CELTA course, halas, I can just chill out and, I don't have to do anything to improve and just, cruise and everything. But of course, it really is the beginning. And especially if you came to the course as an inexperienced teacher, because our group was a mix of experienced teachers and inexperienced teachers. So, of course, their experiences will be slightly different. Okay, the course content was the same, of course, but obviously what you bring to the course will be different depending on your level of experience and the kind of experience that you have. Some people had taught children before, others had taught adults, others hadn't taught at all, or done a bit of voluntary teaching somewhere. So we were a very mixed bag. Plus, 2 or 3 of us, the candidates, came from completely different backgrounds. So that's something else to bear in mind, which is very common on a CELTA course.
Yes, I believe this group was really diverse.
Yes.
They were like, even the nationalities, were different.
Uh-huh. Well, we had an interesting one. It was exactly 5-5, 50-50. 5 Egyptians, 5 Americans.
That seems to be a football match.
It was a bit like a 5-a-side. But that was a very nice combination. That was just, a 50-50. So that's also, made things interesting as well. Because often in Egypt, we tend to get usually one nationality. Sometimes we get people from other countries, but especially these days, it's less common because, of COVID and everything. So people aren't traveling as much unless they do the online version. So in the past, we would have had, more people, more nationalities joining us.
And I believe this had a kind of good or positive impact on you, Tuqan Ahmed.
Again?
This had a positive impact, or it was on your side somehow?
Yeah.
How can,
of course.
Things.
In what way? Having different nationalities helps you in the course?
People from different professions, because some of them were lawyers, businessmen, so they were mixed.
Yes.
So it was really fun having them and sharing experiences with them. And also that Laura said, like in the beginning of the course, that we're going to exchange. We as Egyptians, we have the knowledge of grammar and the language itself, and they have the right pronunciation, and they are the native speakers. So we can exchange. We can help them with grammar, and they can help us with pronunciation. And it happened, really. It was really beneficial.
Absolutely right.
Yes.
And that's a very common thing, isn't it? Because those who speak the language as a mother tongue usually don't know the grammar terminology because it's your mother tongue, yes? So that's when it's very nice to have mixed nationalities on the course because you can help each other. So everybody brings something positive to the course. So teachers who don't speak English as a first language usually have a fantastic grammatical background. And people like me, when we first started our CELTA course, were sort of like, I think I know what a verb is. Not sure what a superlative is. What's that thing called the present perfect simple? Don't know. We usually learn the grammatical terminology in other languages, like for me, French, for example. So yes, that was a very good example of why it's good to have mixed nationalities on the course, whether you are a mother tongue English speaker or not. It really doesn't, it doesn't matter about the English, it's about what you bring to the course, your previous experience and your other types of knowledge. All right, now, I'm going to start with you, Tuqa, because I'm just going to share something. So just
Here we go.
Yes. Oh, here we go. And what have we got here? Wait. Oh, excuse me. Yes. To see if the computer's behaving itself. Yes. All right. Let's see if our system will behave itself.
Matthew.
Now we're having Matthew Joe. Matthew, this is morning.
Wow.
Welcome.
Yeah, I confess.
Welcome. All right. Okay.
How's everything, Matthew?
Very good. How are you all?
All good. Perfect. Greetings from Cairo.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yes. Are you here? Or are you back home?
Back in Virginia.
Wow, that's all those big
Lovely.
buildings behind you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome. It's also sunny.
Yes. It's a great day at the beach.
But please, you're on the
Perfect.
beach.
At the beach.
Enjoy. That's really nice.
Wow, we're not jealous at all, are we?
Hopefully, you keep in mind that
Okay.
we're suffering the heat here.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you're
Green
lucky.
with MB.
Yeah, so it's pretty
Yes.
hot.
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't look cold there either. It looks pretty
No,
warm.
no, but it's not.
What's
Not
the
Cairo.
temperature?
Here, yeah. Here it's like 90.
Ah,
90
okay. Right. Oh, that's pretty hot. Yes, that's about 30 something Celsius, isn't it? About 35, something like that. What have we got today?
Yeah.
We had about 30. So
Yeah.
It's more
Yes.
than 40,
look,
42. I
still
think.
feeling it, even with the air conditioning.
Yes.
All right.
I see you. Congratulations for your CELTA.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
hopefully things
Yeah.
are getting better for your opportunities in the market after having it.
Well, we're going to ask people questions about sort of life after CELTA.
Yes.
I tried to do a screen share, but I don't know if it's working. Can you see, Mokhtar, if the screen share is working?
No, we don't see
Can't
what
see
you
anything.
shared so far. If you
Yes.
can send me it so I share it, that would be fine.
Sure, of course. I'll send it to you on the WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, just a moment. Yes. All right. Okay. I shall send you some presents.
Well,
Okay, it's
still we
coming
get
through.
things running
Of
with
course.
the
Not a
things there,
problem.
Mr.
Give me a
Want to
moment.
share.
Yeah,
I think Maz is still trying to
I've got it. I'm just sending this to
show
you now.
the area around the beach. We got the message, Matthew. Thanks. I wish anybody takes CELTA have a week free on the beach. That would be perfectly perfect.
Yes. Oh, a beach. Oh, stop. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Okay. That was the question. How's life after CELTA? Now we know. Where's our beach holiday? Oh, fantastic idea. Oh, we wish we were there.
Me too.
Oh, wonderful. Mokhtar, I've sent you two things. I hope they arrived. So that you can do a
Yes,
screen share.
and I think I'm ready to
Great.
share.
Okay. And then I can sort of go through it. That'd be brilliant. Thank you so much. Oh, I think I need my fan now. I think my AC is being a bit sleepy.
Which one I should start with? I see
Can we have
two so
Tuka?
far.
Can we have Tuka
Yeah.
first, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ladies first. So we'll be a bit traditional.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Ready,
the
Tuka?
connection's a bit, yes. So
Yeah.
we just like to flash it up.
Okay. Here
I hope
we
it's
go.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. It's just a quick one. All righty.
Hopefully you see it now, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
thank you for allowing us to
Congratulations.
share it.
Yes.
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 Thank you.
Okay, but let's be
Yeah.
very clear about this. We say this on
Yes.
every course, and my, my stance as a tutor has not changed. Getting a pass is great. There's nothing wrong with it. Some people get higher grades, and that's also, great as well. And we've explained in previous lives that, the grades have different meanings. All right. However, I'm going to ask because I know that people will always ask. It doesn't matter how many times we tell you, most CELTA tutors around the world have a pass. For example, Hannah. Okay. So especially if you ask mother tongue English-speaking tutors, nearly all of us got a pass. All right. So. And many of them are assessors as well, like CELTA inspectors. So, it really doesn't matter. However, we know people are always going to ask. So, Tuka, we're going to put you on the spot here. And I'm going to ask the question that lots of people want to ask is, do you have any tips for getting a name? And don't worry if you if you can't answer that in detail. But
Okay, so like,
Like the tips and
when I
tricks for getting a pass grade A.
yeah, when I started the course, I didn't have any clue about how to get an A. But like one tip that I can give to any person is to listen to your tutors, listen carefully, read your feedback, not just once, read it once, twice, and look carefully at your weaknesses and work on them. They really matter.
Mhm.
So just be careful with your feedback for every time. I was reading my feedback, uh, like for 15 minutes. Like I look at them and then I try to compare them with
Wow.
the last piece. So like they were really important. What else? So listening to your tutors to their feedback is gonna be the first tip. Second tip, try to pay as much effort as you can. I know we have different abilities, but just if you pay it like your effort and you do what you can, so at the end of the course, you're gonna be satisfied. Whether you got the grade that you have or that you want or you didn't, but you will be satisfied that you did your best. And as Laura said, it's not about the grade, but all people think and ask about it. So it really happens if you follow the instructions, if you read your grading pyramid. That's it.
Oh, very good. Ah, yes, this is the criteria. This
Yeah.
is just a sort of a sample of the grading criteria from Cambridge. Thank you very much, Tuka. In fact,
Thank you.
3 people on our course got a pass A grade. And just to give you an idea of the backgrounds, Tuka was already quite an experienced teacher, is an experienced teacher. However, the others were not. All right. And one had come from a completely different background with virtually no teaching experience at all. So it's just to show you that, you can
I can
still,
get
succeed on the course, whether it's a pass,
even if
A,
I'm
or
not
whatever. Sorry?
if I'm not experienced. So that means like I can get pass A
Yes.
even if I'm not experienced.
course.
This
Yes.
is my first time to teach.
Absolutely. Yes. So that's very important. I mean, as a tutor, I've seen A's fall into 2 categories. I think that's young Hussein there. Welcome.
Welcome, Hussein.
And they fall into 2 categories. They can be experienced or inexperienced. So don't think it makes any difference. And it's not about being a mother tongue speaker or a non-mother tongue speaker. Tuka is Egyptian. The other A's were American. It's not about, nationality either. Because some people will say, oh, and you speak English as your mother tongue. All right.
Yeah.
But
I
the
would
others
like to
who were native
mention
speakers
their
also
names and congratulate
different
them
grades.
for grade A as well. So Toka,
Excuse me?
Tariq got a. I'd like to congratulate them as well. The other 2 people who got grade A. So Toka, good job. That was really good work of you. And who else
Yeah.
got grade A? Sorry.
Well, the congratulations are for everybody. As I said, we know that people always ask about A's and B's because it doesn't matter how many times I tell people, they are essentially grade obsessed. But as a tutor,
Yes.
I will always regard every grade as absolutely brilliant. Passing the course to me is the number one priority.
Yes, you did it.
And the
Perfect.
extras, the higher grades are, those little extras. So it was very nice that we had 3 A's. We also had a B and passes. We had a very strong group. And we,
Yes, I would say
we
so.
were very fortunate. We were very fortunate.
Yes.
So the most important thing on any CELTA course is that everybody passed. So that's just like, yes, thank you. Because it's always a bit scary as a tutor when we think people are going to fail. And thankfully, we were never in that situation. We didn't have anybody we had to worry about. So that makes life a lot easier. All righty. I'm going to ask Ahmed and then Matthew, because coming from sort of different backgrounds. So, Ahmed, if somebody asked you about taking the CELTA course, and you're quite an experienced teacher, from that perspective, what advice would you give somebody who's planning to take the course?
Well, I think CELTA course is going to help you a lot especially if you have the knowledge about teaching like me, but you do not know how to apply this knowledge and how to put it into practice and try to benefit the student. Because as you know, as in our teaching, I was taught like just theories and not how to implement them into the class. So I say that always try to work on your knowledge and try to take the CELTA course because it is the most practical one. Although there are some other courses like the TEFL courses and I think the TESOL or some other stuff, but I think I went for the CELTA because it's the most practical one, where you can teach 8 times, getting feedback, working on your weaknesses, know where you are exactly in teaching and how you continue to develop yourself as a teacher. And that's it.
Oh, excellent advice. Very nice indeed. All righty. Thank you. Matthew, how about you? What advice would you give? Because you came from a completely different background. I think we've lost Matthew's sound.
I think I need to unmute or so. I'm trying to unmute you. They'll be helpful. Yes. No.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you keep. Yeah. Okay. No, Matthew. No, still you get it like.
Technology, isn't it? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Yes, because he keeps muting and unmuting himself. I don't know if it's a problem.
He's on the beach.
Once you're back, we'll be waiting for your answer.
Well, we haven't. Okay, we can talk to Hussein because we haven't welcomed him yet.
Welcome, Hussein.
Yeah, hi.
So welcome back. Lovely to see you.
Welcome.
And congratulations for
you're not studying.
doing your CELTA.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yes, welcome and congratulations, because you weren't part of our congratulations when we started. So we were asking Ahmed about, advice for anybody considering doing the CELTA. What would you advise people now, with the benefit of hindsight? If somebody said to you, you're saying, okay, I'm planning to do a CELTA, what are the do's and don'ts, in your opinion?
Well, first prepare for I'm not going to say an exhausting month, but a month that requires a lot of discipline, and
Sure.
prepare to prepare a lot.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah, and then again, you need to be very attentive. You need to listen for details a lot, and you need to you need to ask your tutors. Your tutors will never let you down, and they will never really let you go without giving you the proper information. So be very attentive. Ask all you need. Make sure to put all your effort into it. And if you need to pre-study, it's not a must, but that would help a lot. That would help a lot because it's a lot of information that you'll be giving in such a short period of time. So yeah.
Yes.
So if you need to pre-study, it's advised. But for now, all you need to do is what I said earlier. Yeah, that would be it.
Mm-hmm. That's very good advice. I think that's because sometimes people get accepted quite late, only a week or two before the course, so they don't have time. But it is good to do a bit of reading before the course. I think Tuka, you did a TEFL course, I think, beforehand, or
No.
you studied something. You did a lot of reading.
CELTA preparation, and I've read a lot, yes.
Yes, you see, yes, because that always came out in your teaching and in your comments in input sessions. You had prepared a great deal, hadn't you?
Yeah, yes. Thanks, good.
Yes. No, well done. No, it's worth doing. That's okay. It's not always possible because some people are doing full-time jobs or they have other commitments. But if possible, if you can do any kind of preparation, either a preparation course or read a bit, then so much the better. All right. So I think that's pretty good advice. All righty. I'm going to ask another couple of questions, and this is more. Okay, actually, this is a sort of a general question, because you three are all quite experienced teachers. Was there anything that you had to change in your teaching by doing the CELTA course? So Ahmed, I'll ask you.
Hmm.
I think we've lost a bit of sound. Ahmed, hello.
Yes.
The YouTube?
Yes. Yeah, I
Okay.
think there was something wrong with the internet here. I think.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think,
I'll
I think
ask
he
John
didn't hear the question.
again.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Okay, 1 minute.
yes,
So,
could you please repeat? Yeah.
Yes, I'll repeat it. Yeah. So, as an experienced teacher on the CELTA course, was there anything that you had to change in your teaching by taking the course? Was there anything that was very different from the way you taught before you took the course?
Yes, a lot of things. It completely changed after CELTA. Although I had some knowledge before the course, but I found that there are a lot of things to change in my teaching, because my role before the CELTA, you can say that it was a lecturer, and my classes were like teacher fronted or teacher centered. But after the CELTA, that completely changed. Now I'm working on giving the opportunity for the students to work more and make my classes more student centered. And enough with the traditional ways of teaching, like lecturing the students and boring them out, things like that. CELTA actually is worth every pound I paid.
Excellent. Good to know. Thank you. And
This
how
is
about you,
leading
Tuka?
sentence, I believe.
Yes.
Because I did a lot. Well, this is really come in hand for me. That will be helpful for me. I was like, yeah, I paid every single penny I have, but I'm satisfied with the knowledge and experience I've got.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So one thing that I changed after the CELTA course, or it was really different. In the past, I used to give instructions to all the students, beginners, intermediate, and upper intermediate students. But the course, I've been told that I could demonstrate everything, to the lower levels students, and it was really better, because in the first TP, I gave a lot of instructions and nobody could understand anything. So the feedback was about giving instruction and the instructions, and my tutor Laura told me that it's better to demonstrate in open pairs, and I started demonstrating, but with 2 people only. But she asked me that I should demonstrate with the whole class, and everybody should participate so they can understand how the exercise is going to work. This really helped me in the other TPs. I was pretty much simpler with them. They got everything easily. Second point was grading my language, because I had some false ideas about it. In the past, I used to speak slowly, and I wasn't natural. I have to admit that. Laura told me that you have to read your language. You don't you have to be slow, but at the same time you have to be natural. You have to use contractions. You have to give the information, so the students get to listen, and the students have to be exposed to the natural speech. So when they listen to native speakers, they won't be astonished, or they will make them out. They will understand everything. So they were these are the 2 points that I've seen.
I see my nagging paid off. I was always nagging the trainees about demonstrating with the whole class. And yes, grading language, but speaking at natural speed. Do not speak like an idiot to your students, because they will think you are insane. So yes, absolutely. Sometimes it's quite scary when your ex-trainees remember these things, and then I realize I must have been nagging you lots and lots. But it was obviously worth it because you all succeeded. Hussein, how about you? I mean, anything that changed in your teaching as a result of taking the course?
Well, everything. not just teaching.
Right.
As Ahmed said, it became student-centered. I learned more about this. Also, understanding the importance of preparation and things like guided discovery, guiding students into understanding something that they might be relating to or have some information about. Things you said, like the fact that most students have most of the information like in the subconscious way back, and you're just helping them make this speak the language or do the language consciously, being aware of what they already have. What else? The teaching methodologies, the teach, test, teach, the PPP, all these things. Yeah, no, nothing remained the way it was.
A whole new
frameworks
world.
to me.
Yes, the frameworks. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So and I'd like to share something in here. Yeah, I had it couple of last August, I think, my CELTA. But I still remember before doing my CELTA, I used to stand for the whole lesson, standing up on the board, talking, teaching, monitoring, do everything. I can't sit down as a teacher. This is my rule. I have to be standing up for the whole 2 hours or 3 hours, whatever I'm teaching. But after CELTA, I realized how important it is to relax as a teacher, let students have pair work or group work, instead of making it all the time. I am the one who is doing everything in the class, but let them share. Yes, take part of discovering the language themselves. And then it's like I elicit more than I spoon feed them. So that helps a lot in relaxing.
Absolutely. Letting students take charge a bit more, or more responsibility for their own learning.
Yes, that will develop even the students' autonomous. So
yeah, absolutely.
And also the appropriate practice at the end, like your freer practice should replicate or mirror real life. Like there is no use of giving like such useless activity at the end, and then the students will do it just for the sake you asked them to do it. Like it should be something meaningful,
related to what you've taught already.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, also Ahmed making a very good point about things that students talk about in real life. Excellent. Another thing I was always nagging you about, nagging you as a group. Very well done, yes. Lovely theory is all coming out. Thank you. Go on, you're saying you were about to add something.
Yes, personalization, yes. It's I was just like...
Makes sense.
It's
and
a bit strange.
Go on.
Yes, I'm talking about like when...
No, you speak. I'll be quiet. You talk.
Yes, following the pattern when we teach language lesson, when we follow the MPFA, like appropriacy, if it's there or not, following this technique really organizes things and actually works very well with the students. That's something I really cherished during my CELTA course.
Excellent. So teaching language more systematically, yeah?
Yeah, I did try the systematic approach with some students of mine later on, and it worked like a charm. They're really excited. Because when you know what you're dealing with, they're always excited. Yes, when you feel like I'm just practicing on this. The moment I'm taking it, I'm doing something. I'm understanding really quickly. They become really excited, and they want you more. They want to be around you more. They want to receive information from you more. Yeah, this is something that is wonderful.
Wonderful. So your students are more motivated now. So
yes,
that's been a direct result of your the improvements in your own teaching, which is wonderful news, isn't it? That's fantastic. That's brilliant. Has anybody, are you all still doing, sorry, because I haven't spoken to my lovely babies since the end of the course. Are you all doing teaching at the same place, or has anybody changed their their positions in any shape or form?
The same
Or
place,
you're
but
still...
different position. Yeah.
Sorry, Tuka, again, please.
The same place, but different position.
Oh, tell us more.
Yeah, I was promoted after CELTA. I became an education supervisor. I teach. I do teach, but
Yes.
I became an education supervisor after the CELTA, and it's really good experience so far.
Wow. Was it?
Yeah.
Did the CELTA help you get that promotion?
Yeah, without it, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. You have to have CELTA before being a supervisor.
Excellent. Alf Mabruk. That's wonderful news.
Perfect.
Great.
Yeah.
Congratulations for a new position.
Yes, huge congratulations. That's wonderful. So, as an educational supervisor where you work, are you helping other teachers to improve themselves?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Through observing their sessions and giving them feedback, and it's like helping them in preparing. I'm trying to give them the advice that I given in the course, and also trying to guide them to read some books and some chapters to help them get rid of bad habits like equating, like having the classes like teacher centered. So it really helped me. Yes.
Wonderful. You've become a teacher trainer.
Kind of.
MashaAllah. Excellent. Very nice indeed. No, that's wonderful. I'm really, really very, very pleased for you. Absolutely wonderful. So for the other two, Ahmed, are you still working at your same place, or have you changed your job? Or I'm catching up on the gossip.
Well, for me, I'm sorry. For me,
That's okay.
or Hussein?
Yes. For you, Ahmed, are you still working at the same place? Or have you changed your job since the course?
I'm sorry. Well, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes. Would you like me to repeat? Because I think that there was a connection problem. Shall I repeat the question?
I'm having a problem, I think.
Don't worry. Okay, I'll come back. I'll ask Hussein and then I'll ask you afterwards. So, Hussein, are you okay? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Yes, you can go.
Super
You
duper.
can go, Hussein.
All right. Okay, so I'll ask Hussein. So, are you still working at the same school that you were working at before the course?
No. I'm currently, yes, I'm still working at the same place, still applying. Getting more replies. Not sure if it's because of CELTA in the CV or not, but we're in hard times anyway. People
Yes.
don't really accept. Yes, it's the coronavirus time.
Of course.
Yes, schools, international schools. This is where I used to work. They lay off people.
Yes,
So,
unfortunately, yes.
Yes.
So you get more replies at least, but of course there isn't as much work going around, especially in international schools, because people can't move around, which is another issue, isn't it? All right.
Well,
okay,
really
go on.
People from outside of Egypt started replying, but
yes,
it never works. But this is because of personal reasons. Either they're not like. It's just not good enough. The offer is not good, so it doesn't.
But that happens, doesn't it? For a while, you get really bad offers. They don't offer much, and then suddenly, as things improve again, then you'll get more respectable offers, because it does depend on countries, doesn't it?
Yes.
So some countries are getting a bit stingy these days, and then other countries are throwing the money around. So it will depend, absolutely. Yes. All righty. So my last question, and it is a bit of a sort of a marketing question, let's be totally honest about it. I'd like to ask how your experience of doing the CELTA with us at IH Cairo Reach Out Academy was. So, yes. So hopefully it was a positive one, but I'm sure people would like to know if doing the course with us was a useful experience, was it a positive experience, and why, or why not? Tuka, can I start with you?
Okay, yeah, okay, I'm gonna start. Okay. I would say that the staff here is really helpful, all of them. They provided us with everything we wanted, especially with the stationery, because we were really greedy. I used too many things. So, yeah, but I didn't steal anything.
You're the
I used,
stationery queen.
yeah, I used as much as I could from the stationery there. They provided everything they could, and the place is really comfortable and it was really convenient. It's really near to my home. What else? The view there is really breathtaking if you wanna prepare in the garden. So it's gonna be wonderful in the morning. What else? Yeah, that's it. And just having you, Laura, there is like something good enough to go for a reach out.
I have to give you lots of money. Excuse me. Thank you very much. That's very kind. All right. Then I'm going to go and do the rounds then. Thank you very much. So, Ahmed, please.
Yes.
How would you describe your experience of doing the course at Reach Out, or IH Cairo, as we now are?
Yeah. Yeah, your new name. Yes, it was lovely. I enjoyed my experience with the CELTA course in Reach Out. Actually, one of my friends took the CELTA with the Reach Out, and he highly recommended Reach Out. And also the staff. Let me talk about the staff. They are again, as Toka said, are very helpful. My tutors, yes, you, Laura, and Muhammad Khalaf are approachable and friendly. I couldn't expect that much of help that I got from you on the course, because in some other places, I know that the tutors are not that helpful. You are just go and do your own stuff. Yes, but I enjoyed my experience in Reach Out.
Yes, I think our support staff are amazing, aren't they? People at the reception,
Yes.
our lovely ladies are
Yes.
absolutely
Also,
incredible. Yes, I'm always amazed at how helpful they are. Nothing is too much trouble. So yes, thank you very much. Okay, Hussein, please.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ahmed.
Well, first, the moment we came in, there were like all the sanitizers and things like that for safety check and things like that. The staff were really helpful. The stationery, as Tuha said, it was like a great tool for help. Whenever we asked something, they did whatever they can. Coffee in the morning, that was like really good.
Yes, teacher's medicine. Yes.
Yes. And also the tutors. I have had help like I have never had in my school time or my university time. Yes, really nice, really supportive. Thank you.
Thank you. That's wonderful news. Thank you very much. Thank you ever so much, everybody, for participating. I'm thanking Matthew from afar because he tried to, and I think it was amazing that he was online.
He's having a lovely time now. He's having a great time.
I think he's enjoying himself on the beach a bit too much, and sort of thought,
yes, he's
I'll just go for a quick swim. And answer the questions later. No, I think we lost the connection. Apologies to everybody listening. I mean, if you do have any questions that haven't been answered already, please feel free. But huge thanks for my ex-CELTA babies who participated tonight. And I hope that
congratulations.
Zillions of congratulations. Anybody that can survive a CELTA course is amazing. You should all be very proud of yourselves, because it's never an easy thing to do. Like I've always said, it's a lot of work in a short time, but it can be very stressful. And for experienced teachers, there's a lot of what we call unlearning or recalibration going on. So a bit of a culture shock in the way, you were teaching before, but you all adapted, which is absolutely fantastic. And then for people who haven't taught before, of course, they were sometimes a bit sort of like, how am I going to cope with all of this? But I think that this shows you what a lot of hard work and dedication can achieve. And I think you've all learned a lot about yourselves. And this is also an important message for anybody planning to take the course. You do learn a lot about yourself on a CELTA course, what you can do, the amount of work you can do. the stress you can put up with, and most importantly, some improvements in your own teaching and your approach. And it does open doors. Some doors will open more quickly than others, for a variety of reasons. As we've said, COVID doesn't make things any easier, but there's still plenty of work around, and things can change as a result of taking the course. And so for anybody thinking of taking the course with us, we'd be very happy to see you in our lovely garden that Tuka mentioned. We are very fortunate to have that. Probably quite necessary between lessons. Just run out into the garden. And the coffee, very important. Coffee is always available. We have a nice cafe. Teachers cannot exist without coffee. Coffee and stationery.
It's true.
Thank you very, very much for agreeing to participate. And we'll pay you lots of money afterwards for saying nice things about us.
Many thanks.
Thank you, Laura.
Many thanks and congratulations for people who is in the live now or couldn't make it. It was really nice having you, Miss Laura, and your lovely CELTA or ex-CELTA candidates now, dear. Mashallah, very good, excellent, and certified English teachers. Wish you the best, and waiting for new updates about your jobs and your career opportunities you have, and all the kind of teacher improvement as well, and professional development. Was good to see you, and hopefully we'll see you again more often, because I believe some of you is around the place. So yeah, we'll be fine if you pay a visit. We'd like to have you again.
Oh yeah, exactly. Especially after Ramadan when the cafe is open.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Thanks
many
once
thanks
again.
for everybody.
Yes. And we'll leave you all in peace.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you, Laura.
See you.
Yeah. Thank you, Laura.
Thanks
Thank you,
again.
Mukhtar. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a
See you,
nice
Ahmed. See you, Hussein.
See you.
Yeah. See you, Laura. Bye.